The Green Lantern Corps is an ancient group within the DC universe, with the Green Lantern existing long before the current structure, namely Alan Scott. From them, other corps within DC were born until we reach the number we have today, with new ones occasionally emerging. But each corps has a member who stands out among the others. Even Earth, with its various powerful lanterns, has one who holds the position of the strongest. So come with me as we discover the most powerful member of each emotional corps in DC. Green Lanterns, Hal Jordan. Starting with the most well-known corps and the first to be formed by the Guardians of the Universe. Actually, almost all of the corps on this list were created under the influence of the Guardians. The most powerful member of this corps is Hal Jordan. But I think everyone already expected that. There are many other Lanterns on Earth, and in other sectors who could contend for this title. But I choose Hal, and I'll explain why. Hal possesses the greatest willpower among all the Green Lanterns in the corps, and the greater the willpower, the greater the power of the Green Lantern. Another character who matches him in willpower is Guy Gardner, who would have received the ring instead of Hal Jordan if Hal hadn't been closer. Otherwise, he would have been the first Green Lantern from Earth. Others worth mentioning include Kyle Rayner, who isn't more powerful, but is more creative. Using the ring, he creates various different constructs instead of using simple and basic ones like Hal does. But in terms of raw power, Hal still surpasses him. We also have Kilowog, who is so adept at using the power ring that he managed to save his entire people from a planetary explosion by absorbing them all into a dimension created within the ring. And the currently most powerful in the corps is John Stewart, who received powers from the Source, which has made him incredibly powerful. He's received various power boosts throughout his journey, even becoming one of the Guardians on one occasion. But in terms of raw power, without external power sources, just in base form, it's really hard to surpass Hal. Sinestro Corpse, Sinestro. Sinestro was once a member of the Green Lantern Corps, and even one of its most powerful members called upon to stop Hal Jordan when he was possessed by Parallax. However, disagreeing with how the Guardians police the universe, he ventured to the antimatter universe and formed the Yellow Lantern Corps, or the Sinestro Corpse as they are officially called. At its peak, this corps boasted some of the most powerful members ever seen in the comics, with allies like Superboy Prime and the Anti-Monitor. Even with such heavy-hitting allies, using the power ring, Sinestro is the most powerful member of his corps. When the villain Mongol tried to usurp Sinestro's power by using multiple power rings, Sinestro was able to face and defeat him. He is one of the few beings in the universe who fully understands the capabilities of this powerful object. When the Earth 3 villain Power Ring attacked Batman and destroyed a yellow ring, Sinestro arrived on the scene instantly and defeated the villain without much difficulty. Later in the same comic, he and Black Adam moved the entire moon. Sinestro is to the Yellow Lanterns what Hal Jordan is to the Green Lanterns, without a doubt. Blue Lanterns, Saint Walker. The Blue Lantern Corps is one of the most complex corps to discuss in terms of power, as they are not primarily a combat-oriented corps. They are guided by the blue light of hope, with their main representative being Saint Walker. A Blue Lantern's ring is primarily designed for flight, medical treatment, and generating shields. However, when near a Green Lantern, the combination of hope and willpower allows the Green Lantern to exceed their normal power limits, enabling the Blue Lantern to create offensive constructs. Even without directly attacking opponents, Saint Walker demonstrates immense power, such as restoring the red sun of the Daxamites to yellow again. This allowed all Daxamites to access powers similar to those of Kryptonians and defend themselves against an invasion. Red Lanterns, Atrocitus. Atrocitus is one of the most formidable and intense beings among all the corps, as he doesn't rely solely on his power ring to be incredibly strong. He hails from a sector of the universe that was completely destroyed indirectly by the Guardians, leaving only 5 people in the entire sector who swore vengeance for what happened. Using blood magic, Atrocitus killed the other 4 and created the central power battery of the Red Lanterns, distributing rings to every being in the universe driven by vengeance. One of the most striking characteristics of the members of this corps is that the ring consumes all their sanity, and they are consumed by rage, unable to think clearly to create constructs. Atrocitus has never had this problem, being the corps member who best masters the power he himself created. His strength is so great that even without using the ring, he can effortlessly launch a bulldozer. He was also responsible for the death of Abin Sur without using the ring. Abin Sur was the former bearer of Hal Jordan's ring and a friend of Sinestro. Star Sapphires, Carol Ferris. The Star Sapphires are a corpse governed by the energy of love, created by the Zamorans, female members of the Guardians of the Universe race. Firstly, I want to clarify that the Star Sapphires do not exclusively have female members, as many believe. They are simply the majority, and Jon Stewart has been part of the corpse. The most well-known member is Carol Ferris, a former airplane pilot and former romantic interest of Hal Jordan. Since mastering the emotional spectrum of love is one of the most difficult, she was often overwhelmed by its power and acted as a villain, but eventually regained control. She has been named Queen of the Star Sapphires, and alongside the Predator, the entity that embodies love, fought during the Blackest Night event, which followed the Brightest Day. Orange Lantern, Larfleeze. The Orange Lantern Corpse can't even be called a corpse, as it's formed by just one man, Larfleeze. The orange energy represents greed and avarice, so it wouldn't make sense to have multiple members sharing that power. There were indeed others, but after long battles over the central power battery, Larfleeze emerged as the sole survivor. He truly proved himself worthy of winning the conflict, as he possesses insane power. He's so formidable that the Guardians made an agreement never to enter his sector. When they did confront Larfleeze again, they brought nearly the entire Green Lantern Corps with them. This was shortly after he devastated some Malthusians, beings of the Guardians race, but less evolved. Larfleeze is billions of years old, and his senses are so acute that he can smell his opponents from planetary distances. His only disadvantage compared to others is that the Orange Ring cannot create diverse constructs. Instead, it creates constructs of people and beings he has consumed, allowing him to summon a veritable army. Moreover, one of these beings is a Guardian of the Universe, who tried to seize the orange energy and was killed in a struggle with Larfleeze. Indigo Tribe. The Indigo Tribe is the corpse governed by compassion, and one of the most intriguing corps in terms of its history. The Indigo energy was discovered by Abin Sur, and passed on to the assassin of his daughter. This is because all members of the corpse who unite with Indigo energy become deeply remorseful for their actions. They're like the universe's biggest reform school. The leader and most powerful member of the corpse is known as Indigo 1, and all members adopt the Indigo color and a number, completely abandoning their name. She played a crucial role in aiding Hal Jordan in the fight against the Black Lanterns, and demonstrated the ability to teleport with her staff, as this corpse does not use power rings. In truth, even Green Lanterns have shown the ability to teleport, but the writers tend to overlook this, making it more exclusive to the Indigo Tribe. Apart from teleportation, members have the ability to use magic, influence others with Indigo light, and are among the few capable of surpassing a Black Lantern in combat. Ultraviolet Lantern Corps, Sinestro. The Ultraviolet Lantern Corps is one of the most recently introduced corps in DC Comics, if not the most recent, excluding that Golden Lantern that DC never fully developed. Discovered by Sinestro, who mastered its power, he abandoned the yellow energy and founded this new corps. Upon its introduction, it quickly proved to be one of the most powerful. Sinestro easily defeated Jon Stewart and mentally controlled him into join the corps, showcasing its primary characteristic: control over those who feel shame for their actions. This energy is so potent that when controlled, Jon Stewart was overpowering the entire Justice League, including Flash, who typically has advantages against Lanterns due to his speed, being faster than thought. If Jon had not regained control, it's likely that some of the League members would have fallen in battle right then and there. Black Lantern Corps, Necron. The Black Lantern Corps for the most part possess similar levels of power, becoming formidable due to their numbers and immortality. However, in the absence of a specific lantern, I'll discuss the leader of the corps, the entity known as Necron. Necron is essentially one of the many incarnations of death in the DC universe, to the extent that he claims the heroes who died and returned over time did so only because he allowed it. The character is so extraordinary that he completely disregarded the spectrum, as he lacks a soul to be judged. Even with all the combined efforts of all the major members of the corps to generate the blue light, he was not defeated. It took all the heroes present becoming White Lanterns and working together to send him back to the realm of the dead, bringing peace to the universe once more. White Lanterns, Kyle Rayner. This is indeed a contentious topic as to who is the most powerful member, as both Hal Jordan and Kyle Rayner have significant claims to that title. The White Lantern Corps, founded by Sinestro, initially had Hal Jordan as its first member after he successfully used its power to resurrect members of the Justice League and confront Necron, ultimately defeating him. However, Kyle Rayner also joined the Corps and wielded tremendous power. He was able to combine the rings of all Lantern Corps, harnessing the unified power of all colors and becoming a White Lantern. In this form, he had unrestricted access to the abilities of all other Lanterns, and even managed to defeat Ganthet, one of the Guardians of the Universe. So the debate remains open. Is the most powerful member the one who defeated Necron with teamwork, or the one who defeated a Guardian? It ultimately depends on how one interprets and values each accomplishment within the context of power and influence in the DC Universe. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Make sure to hit that notification bell so you're notified as soon as we upload our next video. Thanks for watching, and we hope to see you in another video soon.